What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to share this DIY kitchen makeover with you guys with only using marble contact paper and wood contact paper. And the best part is this was all less than like 50 bucks. So first I'm just clearing off my counter so that I can clean them off. Before you lay the contact paper down, you want a really clean surface. So yeah, all this stuff that was hiding behind my microwave, you definitely don't want none of that, because anything that is on your countertops can cause it to not stick, or it's just going to be stuck under there until you remove it, and you don't want that. Some of the best things that you can clean it with are vinegar and Dawn dish soap. So I just used a mixture and to wipe down my countertops. These are the contact paper that I'm using. I purchased 3 rolls and I got mine off of Walmart. I will link it below. You will also need like an X-Acto knife for precision cutting around your sink, a pair of scissors, and some sealant for around the sink as well. And here it is. It's so beautiful. It actually looks just like marble, which is crazy. And I am just starting from the back of my counter, just laying it down. You will also need some type of credit card to smooth out the bubbles, which I didn't have too much of an issue, but I've saw a bunch of people that did have issue with bubbles, but mine laid down pretty easy. I'm honestly low-key mad that I didn't know this stuff existed until now. I saw some really awesome kitchen makeovers with this stuff, and then a YouTube friend of mine, Amber, did her bathroom, so shout out to her, because after I saw that, I was like, that is it. I am making over my kitchen, which I am so happy with the way it turned out. And so you don't need anything else for this. It is an adhesive, and so it'll just stick to the countertops as long as they are cleaned off properly. I would say getting around the sink is the hardest part of this process, because it has to perfectly match. So you kind of want to overlay it from the sink and smooth it out so you can see it, and then use your X-Acto knife to cut it exactly perfect. I struggle with that a little bit, and then for whatever reason, my contact paper had a hard time sticking to the back right there, not the flat part, but the back and behind the sink. And I tried cleaning it multiple times, and so for whatever reason, or if maybe there's some kind of coating on it that wasn't allowing it to stick, I did personally have an issue with that, but I ended up getting it. But this part was definitely a struggle with me. I did not enjoy going around the sink. It was a lot of work, but I managed it and I got it done. Like I said, this part was definitely difficult for me. It took a minute. I think if it would have stuck easier on the back, it would have been easier for me to lay it down and cut it. But because it wasn't sticking so well and I had to try so much to get it to stick, it made it difficult for me to cut it at that point, because it kept kind of falling and I was having to clean it and then like re-stick it and clean it and re-stick it. This side was definitely the easiest for me. I just measured it out exactly to fit that piece, and it just laid down perfectly. I was thankful for that after the nonsense with around the sink. Now onto my flooring. This was the original floor. I definitely didn't like it because it has a bunch of gashes in it and it just looks not pretty. It's yellow and yeah, it just doesn't look good. So I purchased some of the wood contact paper. This one actually was from Amazon and it's a really pretty brown color. So pretty much for this, you just do the same thing. Make sure that your floor is swept and mopped so that there's no stuff, dirt, or whatever trapped underneath this. And you're just going to do the same thing. You're just going to unpeel the back and it's just going to stick down like in adhesive. And yeah, I've watched tons of videos on this to see if it truly is renter friendly, and it definitely is. And I even tried some pieces for a while, and you just pull it back up and it doesn't damage the floor or anything. And this surprisingly actually stays really well. You'd think that it wouldn't, but it actually is very strong, and I haven't had any issues with it yet. I've probably had it up for a month and a half and I have not had any issues. Okay, so at this point is when I discovered my issue with the flooring. Amazon actually sent me 2 different brown colors. At first, I couldn't really tell being this close to it. I had thought, oh, it looks a little darker, but I was like, oh no, I'm sure it's fine. And then I was doing a little more, and then I was like, wait a second, this is like a totally different brown. So I actually ended up having like a 2-tone brown flooring, and honestly didn't even know what to do because I was already like halfway done before I got to this other roll of brown, and I just didn't want to leave it like half done or have a chance of, you know, dirt getting on the other one. But in all honesty, I like, even though it's 2 different color browns, I'd much rather have this color than the original color. So I just decided to stick with it. I really don't think that it's that bad, but yeah, so I totally did not even realize that until I was laying it down, but I still think that it looks fine. I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY kitchen makeover. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave me some comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one.